Hi friends! Welcome to day 6 of our 12 days of Treatsmas. I have a fairly easy and quick recipe for you guys today. Cracker Toffee. Now wait right there. Toffee is not that hard. Not the version we're making today. This is a pretty easy candy that we're making that only needs maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe closer to 10 minutes of prep time. And then you just let it sit and cool, and then you're done. And then you have some pretty tasty candy. So for a toffee, we're gonna need a sleeve of saltine crackers, about 28 to 35 crackers. You could also use butter crackers, such as club crackers, but you're gonna need a little bit more of those since they're smaller in size. You're also gonna need a cup of brown sugar, about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a cup of butter, so 2 sticks of butter, about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 cups of chocolate chips, and some walnuts or coconut flakes for garnish, or you can just do chocolate as well. So let's get started on our toffee.
Start by grabbing a large cookie sheet and lining it with tin foil so the tin foil goes up the sides, and then spray that with a bit of oil, spreading it around to coat all the surface. We don't want the caramel sticking. Then you're gonna line your cookie sheet with as many crackers as you can fit. I got about 28 to 30 crackers to fit on here, but it might be different depending on the size of your pan. And if you have any gaps left over, break your crackers in half and fill in the gaps. Now to make our caramel by adding 1 cup or 2 sticks of butter to a small to medium sized saucepan. And then we're going to add in 1 cup of brown sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to bring this up to a boil over medium-high heat. You're going to want to stir constantly so that your sugar doesn't burn to the bottom of your pan. And be careful, this will be very bubbly and might splatter a little bit. You're going to want to cook this for 3 to 5 minutes until it is thickened. It's going to get very bubbly, but you'll kind of feel a bit of a resistance as you stir. That way, that's when you know it's done. Now take it off the heat, turn off your burner, and we're going to add in our vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon. And be careful as you add this in, since your caramel is still hot. And give it a good stir to mix in the vanilla. While the caramel's still hot, we're going to pour this over all of the crackers. And spread the caramel sauce while it's still warm across the crackers. I'm using an offset spatula like this one, just to make it a little easier to spread. Be patient with this, it can be tricky to spread it across all the crackers as the crackers like to move. But be persistent and be patient. You'll get it spread across all of them. And then we're going to bake this at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 minutes. And while we wait for our cracker toffee to cool down a little bit, we're going to melt 2 cups of chocolate chips in a microwave safe bowl for 1 minute, stir it, then microwave another 30 seconds until the chocolate's all melted. Once your chocolate is all melted, we're going to pour it over the cracker toffee. And use your offset spatula and spread it as evenly as possible across your crackers. You're going to want to spread this from edge to edge. And while everything is still nice and warm, this is a great time to add your toppings. I'm adding about a 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts, but feel free to get creative and add some sprinkles or coconut flakes. I'm also adding about a tablespoon of flaky sea salt. And you want to chill this in the fridge for 30 minutes or overnight. And once your toffee is all firmed up and cold, it's time to peel it away from the tin foil. It is oddly satisfying to get this to come out in one big sheet. Usually this breaks on me. But look at that. Looks so good. Now's the fun part, and we're going to break it up into little bit of pieces. I'm using my hands because, well, it's fun. But feel free to use a kitchen mallet or a rolling pin or whatever you got to break it up. Break these into bite-sized pieces.
Now, wasn't this pretty easy? I know boiling the caramel sauce can be a little intimidating, but since we're not making like a true caramel, it's not so bad. You just want to make sure you boil it enough to kind of get rid of those sugar crystals, and so it feels a little thicker as you're stirring it, and then you're good to go. Otherwise, we're not being too picky about it. But to make sure we did everything properly, let's give it a little taste, shall we? We have that nice balance of sweetness from the chocolate, but a little saltiness from the crackers, and if you're like me, you put a little extra sea salt on top. That helps amp up the flavor a little bit and everything kind of come together nicely. But it's a really nice, easy candy. It's one that I find kind of goes quickly. I know for me, this is kind of a dangerous treat because it's so addicting and you can just keep grabbing and nibbling and you're not tired of it. So be warned, this is kind of addictive. I've learned that the hard way a few times. But I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. Feel free to get creative with the crackers or the toppings as well. Make this suit your taste and your preference. If you don't feel like doing the salty cracker, maybe try a crumbly crisp cookie. See how that turns out. But let me know in the comments below how it goes for you. I hope you guys have fun. I hope you enjoy this. And thank you for joining me on day 6 of our 12 days of Treatsmas. And remember, please be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and I look forward to cooking with you again on our next day of Treatsmas. Bye guys!